What do you call yours? You know what I'm talking about?
I enjoy fine china. Fine china! Very precious vagina, fine china. How brilliant is that? Brilliant. Brilliant. That's actually what I'm going for.
Vagina wasn't Virginia, but I didn't want to make the mistake, so I wouldn't even say the state name. I just was very tense about it all.
Like, so outrageous, and they would call the woman's vagina crazy names too, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna call them that too, like tuna taco, bearded clam, little man in the boat. You know, you have to make the words less shocking to you by repeating them over and over again, so they're just like cat or dog or the tuna taco.
Yeah, I mean, my grandma called it a pee-pee. And it's interesting because that also became the verb, like, does your pee-pee have to pee-pee? You know, it's like an African language of sorts. And so it was wash your pee-pee and don't touch your pee-pee, but you can't wash your pee-pee without touching your pee-pee, which is like, I think why women are so fucked up. You know what I mean?
My favorite was always the poussoir. There was something terribly French about the poussoir.
Vagina, yeah, well, I'm Hispanic, so my mother would call it popola, or my aunt, what would she call it? Something like vajayjay or something like that, but usually popola. That's what they call it. It's weird, I know.
I think it was just vagina. That word never really came up in it wasn't like dinner conversation, so I don't really have a memory of like, oh, that's what we called the pussy, you know?
I'm still very fond of cooter.
Vagina, which is my poopiac.
Say it again.
Poopiaki. My poopiaki.
Every name I've heard, but my friends and I collectively would call our vaginas a vajayjay, a hootenanny, because she shoots off guns, snatch, gash, excuse me, snatch, cooch, anything. I call mine vajanita, because she has a very small opening, and I think it's a very pretty name. But if we've called it everything under the sun, we'll call it, you know, obviously pussy and cunt, and then blue, and then sad, and then happy, and then a lot of other things. Smelly, and then fresh, and whatever you can possibly think. Clam, there's another one. I almost forgot clam, that's fucked up.
My one cousin calls it her pink bean, which I think is hilarious.
And something like pink purse, velvet, sausage, envelope. Like there's some combination of that.
Vagina, of course. Pussy. Pussy I love. I mean, really, when you're in bed, what do you say? You say pussy, because Jesus Christ. I mean, what are you going to say? Would you touch my vagina there? I mean, why don't you just, like, give somebody a GYN exam? It's awful.
You can remember?
There was only one. And they used to call it popola, right? And that was all, that's the only word I ever remember my mom saying to me when she spoke about it. Okay. But we really rarely spoke about it. It was just sort of like, you know, we're going to take a bath now, okay. There was really never much mention of it.
We actually didn't have a name for vagina besides vagina, but yeah, we actually just didn't talk about it at all. It was kind of one of those things that we, you know, like, our vaginas, you know, whispered. It was definitely not spoken of and called penises pee-pee, but like vagina, yeah, we didn't really talk about them at all.
Vagina, vajayjay, vajayjay, the hay, a cooter, a pooter, the V, the mouth of a dragon, that's my personal fave, posse, cunt, slit,
I say lady parts a lot. Just as like a general joke with my friends, like, did he touch your lady parts?
Let's see, cooter, pussy, cunt, ilnana, vag, vajayjay, I don't know, punani, so that's one, right? That's all I can think of right now.
My mom was a nurse, so she just straight up vagina.
I I always remember my mom saying, watch your middle. So your middle was your vagina.
Vagina, patootie, shot, the French shot, bearded clam, gadarum, a Yiddish term, which is actually for the taint, if you must know. Gadarum, sort of down there. Down there.
For my vajayjay, I love that word vajayjay, it's so adorable.
Okay. Hatchet wound, hoo-hoo, pussy, vagina is, that's stupid. I just said vagina. But Alanis Morissette, hairy slit, hairy clam. There's gotta be more really good ones. Oh, glorious fulcrum. That's a good one. I think that's it.
And the first very funny word for it that I remember was hoo-ha, which I just thought was hilarious because it seems so the opposite of what you should call a pretty important part of your body. But other than that, no, people just really didn't refer to it.
Special Place, Happy Valley, Sassy Spot, Vagine. I'm a big punani, love punani. I think that's a great word. And
the stank box, then like the terrible things like hatchet wound, like and coos and cunt. Oh, I love cunt. I really do. I think it's fucking sweet, and I love using it. And I mean pussy, which I never used to use, and like guys were always trying to give me news, and I was like, that's my vagina. You eat my vagina. But now I like pussy works. You know what I mean? And there are times for pussy, and there are times for cunt. I like to refer to mine as Dame Judi Dench because I think it commands respect.
I started calling it a pachach when I was in high school because I picked that up from some other girl. And then I got shortened to chach and then chachi. Or chachi is like the personality of the chach. Ham wallet, that's not very attractive.
Cunt, I hate cunt, but I don't hate it like, you know, vagina monologues, hate the word cunt. It just doesn't sound like something that anyone would like.
Twat, cunt, pussy, hooter, cooter, pooter, toot, toot, hey, hey, beep, beep, bad girl, sad girl, talking about the mad girl, beep, beep, toot, toot, uh-huh. Cunt, I said that already. Twat, Alanis Morissette, 70s Bush, Hitler stash, wax shaved.
Watch me!